I don't know if that's because month-long meal planning is not for me or because I had surgery and was finishing the book and my life was just in shambles this last month. Could be either. So this month, when things are a little less intense, we'll see. This might be a better month to figure out if it's going to work or not. Hi everybody, today I am going to be doing my meal planning for the month of August. This is my second attempt at monthly meal planning, and I will also look at July and let you know how things went. Spoiler alert, about half and half, man. Half and half. I had surgery last month. Well, it's this month. It's the end of July when I'm filming this, and I am recovering from surgery. So if I still sound a little bit wonky, this is actually about a week out from surgery. So, that's better, I guess, but I'm still a little bit out of it. We also just had our couch removed because we're getting a new one delivered tomorrow. And so if there's extra echoiness in my voice today, that's probably why. Some of the furniture from the living room is now gone, and that's the room I record in. All that being said, let's look at July. As you can see, I was writing down what we did that week. Or actually, it was more like when the week came up, I double checked the meal plan and then wrote in what I wanted it to be. I still might have moved things around a little bit, but at least the basic meals were written in. And I stopped doing that right around here. This was the day I was supposed to have surgery, but did not have surgery. It got postponed for a week. And then all of the ones, notice I just didn't even mess with the Post-it notes towards the second half of the month. All of the ones I was using, I just threw over here in case I'm going to use them. So looking at this, I'll tell you right now, I actually stuck to the meal plan for the first, basically up until I hit the week that I was supposed to have surgery but didn't. As soon as that hit, shit just went downhill. At least for this week. I don't even remember what we did for food this week, but it wasn't these things. I did try the chicken tacos with the kids. That went great. We did have La Luna that night. That went great. We did not do cream cheese taquitos because it was balls hot. I don't remember what we did. I think Jesse grilled something. And we did do Brenner the night before my surgery. And then this week kind of went the way it looks. Jesse figured it out. And then this last few days, things have just been kind of wacky. I would say that the month-long meal planning worked great for the first half of the month, and then the second half things just went to shit. But I don't know if that's because month-long meal planning is not for me or because I had surgery and was finishing the book and my life was just in shambles this last month. Could be either. So this month, when things are a little less intense, even though it's the first month, like school starts this month for my kids, we'll see. This might be a better month to figure out if it's going to work or not. So let's move to August. Now, what do I have to schedule? I have all these Post-its with meals already written on them. I've got more of these Post-its to write new meals on. This is the sticky tabs from the Container Store. I bought them there years ago. I think Jen Dufour was the one using this in her vertical Erin Condren back when there was only vertical Erin Condrens, and they fit really well. So yeah, these are working great. They don't stick fabulously, but once the planner is closed. Now, last month I did have bit of a problem writing in that first week because the Post-it notes made the week all poofy, but I like using the Post-it notes, and I'm not going to add any extra repositionable tape or anything to them because it's just too much fucking work. So we'll see if that pisses me off next week as much as it did the first week of July. And then I've got my Via Beautiful pen and my Pinterest on my iPad, which cucumber is the vegetable of the month that I'm going to be working on. I actually like plain cucumbers just to eat, but I'm not good at cooking with them, so those are the things I'm going to be looking at for this month. I also have some washi tape to mark custody of my kids. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have 2 teenagers, so they eat a shit ton, but I share custody with their dad, so we have them every other week. So our meals look very different from week to week because we very rarely have leftovers the weeks I have my children because my son is basically a human garbage disposal. So the first thing I'm going to do is move all these out of the way. I don't think I was really considering the implications of piling all these Post-it notes on here when I started to, but I need to put in the custody first thing. All right, so there's my custody. And now the other thing I want to do is put down some like bigger dates on. There's a lot of them actually, because it's the first month, like when school's going to start. There's a lot of shit going on in August, and I just need to kind of know sort of what I'm like in for. I mean, I guess I probably don't even need to write everything down. I can probably just look at my calendar. Yeah, okay, maybe to keep track because there's a lot going on. to clarify a few things, this is not everything that's going on in August. There's a lot more going on in August, being the first month of school, like school starting and plan as you go month and everything else. There's a lot going on in August, but these are all things that will impact our dinner schedule. So we have band camp for Katie, and then the family night where we go and see what they've been doing at band camp. And then Jesse has a night gig on the 3rd. There's 2 nights where I have rehearsal at night, so that means we need to make sure to plan dinner around that. RJ's going to be gone one of the weekends that they're at our house for a retreat with our church. And then Katie, the first day of school's on here, even though I don't have them that day, just as a reminder. And then there's a home game for Katie. The first home game of the year is at the end of the month, which means that we will be at the football field for dinner instead of making dinner. So right now I'm going to actually go and write out on those nights I know we will be out. So the 9th and the 30th specifically are going to be out for us because we will be at the 2 events where we're going to have dinner there. And there's going to be a parent night as well during this week probably. I just don't know when exactly, unless they moved it. When did they put it? Yeah, I'm guessing parent night is going to be sometime in this week. So we'll see, I guess. I'm not going to worry about that right now, though. I can always change that later. That's why we use Post-its, right? The first thing I'm going to start with is Taco Tuesday, because that's been something we've been kind of messing with. The chicken tacos went over fantastic with my kids. They loved them. So we'll do that on the Tuesday we get them back. And then the ground beef tacos on the other Tuesday we have them, because I can make a shit ton of those and it'll feed the boy. So we have the shrimp tacos. Those went okay, but they're a bit of a pain in the ass. So I'll do them at the end of the month when the kids are not with us and I don't have rehearsal, because when I have rehearsal, I'm going to need time to make them. And then I think what we'll do on the 13th is, just because I have rehearsal that night, we can just do the taco truck. I'm going to write taco truck instead of out, just in case that's what we decide to do or in case we change our mind. Now we need to put in some cucumber recipes, because for those of you who don't know, I've been challenging myself to try a new vegetable or fruit every month that's compliant with the renal diet, because I'm so picky. And whether I already had it, like cucumbers this month, I know I like them plain, but I haven't really cooked with them. And I think on this Sunday, I would like to try this strawberry cucumber salad with honey balsamic dressing, and maybe with grilled chicken and maybe some goat cheese. That could be really good. And that'll be with the kids. I think they'll like that. Now, Jesse is going to be at a night gig on the 3rd, and I'm still recovering from surgery, so I want something super easy for that night, nothing too labor intensive. So I think we'll just do chicken quesadillas. Now, ideally, if we're going to do chicken quesadillas, and that means we're going to be grilling chicken so that we have leftovers on Saturday night, we'll just do barbecue chicken, potatoes, and salad or something. Do some kind of veggie. And that way we can make extra chicken. Jesse can cook extra chicken, and then the kids can make the quesadillas, and I don't have to worry about it. This does not want to stick. Thursday the 1st, that's tomorrow night. Jesse, I think, has band practice, but if he doesn't, we'll do a date night. It'll be the first time I've I've only left the house for doctor's appointments since my surgery, so that might be nice to just get out of the house. I'm going to swap these tacos. Knowing RJ and his elevated tastes, he's not going to be thrilled if we have chicken again and not have anything besides chicken. It's going to annoy the shit out of him. I can tell you that right now. So we'll do spaghetti on the 7th, shrimp and asparagus on the 8th, and we'll just say cheesy pasta on the 5th. And that'll get us through band camp with a lot of stuff I know Katie likes. So we're out this night. So for the following week, try this grilled salmon with creamy cucumber dill salad. We can try that the week that the kids are at their dad's. And I think the 10th, Jesse does not have any band practice or any gigs or anything, so that would be a good time to try that. There's a spicy sesame cucumber salad I'm really interested in, so we'll try that maybe with lo mein. I have a crock pot lo mein recipe I like. That'll work. I'm just going to slap that on one of these nights here. And then we'll do another date night the week that we don't have the kids, just because I love having date nights with Jesse. And then for the following week, another cucumber situation to try. Just call it tuna and cucumbers. It sounds gross, but it also sounds delicious. And we can do that on the night that I have rehearsal, because that'll be super easy. And then I'm going to repeat the grilled chicken and strawberry cucumber salad to make when the kids are back at dad's. And that covers cucumber every week for the month. So now I just need to fill in the rest of this. So you can see the fajita style chicken went over great with my kids and with my husband. So that's something that we should totally do during a week that they're with us. We'll do that on a Monday. I'm going to put steak and potatoes on the 11th because Jesse and I usually grill for just ourselves sometime when the kids are at dad's because that's what we both enjoy doing. Cheesy pasta is always a good fill-in on a week with the kids. RJ will be gone these 3 days, so I can make things like this. Where's the strips? This one, the chimichurri steak situation was so good. Oh my God. It doesn't make a shit ton, so I feel like I could test it on Katie while RJ is at a retreat and figure out how to make it a bigger recipe when RJ gets back. And actually, I'm going to move this out. I'm going to just put out on the 16th since RJ will be at the retreat. We can just take Katie out on their own. That's always nice to be able to do that with the kids. And so then I will add the date night to the 29th. And for the 15th with just Jesse and I, we'll probably have plenty of leftovers to eat up at this point. So we'll put that there. And on the 18th, I think, because I'll be feeling better, hopefully at that point, and I don't have anything else going on, I want to revisit crispy chicken with arugula and Parmesan, which is a delicious recipe that we had from the beginning of the year that is just tasty as fuck. RJ will be thrilled to have that when he gets back from his retreat. So what do we have left? We have basically 4 days without the 5 days without the kids and 1 day with the kids. Fuck it. We'll do chicken tacos again on the 31st because that'll be yummy and the kids really like them. We'll do the arugula pancetta recipe from the start of the year on the 28th because, again, it's another recipe Jesse and I both really like. Hopefully I can read my writing when I come back to this. Can't go wrong with more spaghetti. Whether it's like spaghetti with meat sauce or we cook fresh pasta with a little olive oil. We have various pasta recipes we use, and spaghetti is kind of the catch-all for that. We'll do pork chops on the 12th because I like pork chops, but RJ does not like them, so I don't make them very often when he's home. Let's do date night on the 24th. On the 29th, we'll have leftovers because, again, we should have some from all of the spaghetti and everything else. As a matter of fact, if I swap the arugula and the pancetta, I know for a fact we'll have leftovers because when Jesse and I are alone, we always have leftovers of spaghetti. And then on the 23rd, we haven't done burgers, so let's do that. Just burgers for Jess and I. I'm going to move these guys that I didn't use over to September. And this looks like my meal plan for the month of August. Now, there are several meals on here that are new. There are a lot of standards. One thing I really want to work on and maybe throw into my notes section is a list of meals I know we like that I've made a bunch. I used to have a list like this somewhere and I can't find it. And I feel like when I'm sitting here drawing a blank as to what the fuck I'm going to make, it might be helpful to have a list that I can pull off of things I know the kids will like, the things I like, and maybe divide them into like crock pot meals and instant pot meals and quick meals and more, you know, like labor intensive meals. Like as an example, this fajita style chicken's fairly quick and easy, but the where is it? The crispy arugula chicken takes forever because you have to bread the chicken and fry it and then finish it in the oven. I need to do that, but I'm tired filming this. So that's definitely not a job for today. That'll probably be a job for the end of this month. Now, yeah, so I'm filming this at the beginning of the last week of July, and on the 1st of August, I will be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific time to kick off Plan As You Go month, which will begin then. I will actually post the first Plan As You Go month video on the 2nd, but that live video will be me catching up about my surgery, talking about Plan As You Go month, and answering questions. So I hope to see you there. You can find the link for that in the comments in the description below. And I would love to hear from you. If you had to pick one meal that you love, that your family, like whoever you cook for, whether it's just yourself, whether it's other people in your house, and if you don't do the cooking, a meal that whoever does do the cooking makes, like a meal that is always like a go-to. This is one that we all love. For us, cheesy pasta is now one of them, and ground beef tacos, and now chicken tacos are both all meals that I just know for a fact everybody will eat, nobody will bitch about. I'd love to hear one of your go-to meals in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.